Welcome again to another edition of the Audit with Robert Alai. Of course, this is the #1 show in the Kenyan Republic. And today I'm interviewing the what? The #1 show in the Republic. Do you always say the Republic?
Even outside, in the world.
Okay. So Eve Mungai.
Yes.
Mungai ama Mungai?
Mungai.
Okay. Eve Mungai, karibu
Yeah,
sana.
why are you calling me Mungai? I'm not from the president. You know, president.
You're not from Mungai?
Uhunye ni wa Mungai.
Wewe
Kwetu ni
Mkikuyu wapi?
Mungai. Mimi ni Mkikuyu wa Murang'a. You see?
Hapa tu Kirinyaga.
Kirinyaga is far.
Women are very strong there. You realize kuna Waiguru, Ngirishi, Karua.
Yeah.
Hey, combination what a guan. Karibu sana.
Thank
How are
you.
you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is your media? The one woman media show.
One woman media show.
The lollipop microphone show.
Yeah, you know, you'd have given me this mic. I just hold it the way I'm used to. I don't know why you love it here. But anyway, let me respect the show. Nieke tu hapa the way you love it. But
How are you?
I'm good.
How did you start this journey of yours?
I started last year.
Juzi tu?
Yeah.
Jana?
Yeah, last year December.
What was happening?
Okay, it's a very long story. I started last year. The reason behind it was because I quitted school. I was in college. Then
Which college were you in?
I was in NIBS Technical College. I was
NIBS,
doing
what is the difference between NIBS? Oh, there's NIBS Technical now.
Yeah.
It used to be Nairobi what? Business school.
in business, yeah, they changed the name. So I was doing journalism and mass communication. I had always had that passion ya kukua in media and everything. So I went to school. I went to school, when was it? 2019. Then Corona came. Unfortunately, we had to go back home. Me nimesema I'm from Murang'a. So I went home. I stayed home for 6 months at home. It was really hard for me, especially me being an overthinker. By the way, I don't know why. I think a lot.
Oh, you
I overthink everything. I
Yeah.
overthink over everything. So it was really
you
hard.
think what you want to achieve, or you just worry?
I felt like my life ilikuwa imestuck. I'm not the kind of girl who loves staying there doing nothing. You know, my dad is very tough. If you are at home, you just have to be at home. You wash the dishes. You know
Fanya kazi ya nyumbani.
unajua ile schedule ya ushago inakuanga normal kila time. You wake up, you prepare breakfast, unangoja kidogo unaosha vyombo, lunch. Yani the procedure is always the same each and every day. There is no change. You will never meet new people. It's always there. The surrounding.
Yes.
So hadi akili yako unazanga kufikiria tu. Kai, ni ukweli, it's true.
Yes. Yeah. We always say you have a squatting mind.
Yeah, so
Mind yangu haikimbii mbali. Ikifika place ingine na squat inangoja kila mtu inarudi home.
yeah, so I was feeling like my life is stuck, considering that I was just from high school, and even after high school I never stayed at home. By the way, I came to Nairobi. So I stayed for 6 months, and then
When were you in high school?
I was in high school. I finished high school 2018. Just the other day.
It was very nice. Very nice. Always nice to hear from the young people.
Yeah, I finished 2018. So Corona imekuja, you have to stay at home. By then tulikuwa na ile uoga, we didn't want to come to Nairobi, we didn't want to see people from Nairobi.
No, why?
We thought they have
They
have
yeah.
it.
You guys were almost lynching us.
Tukiona in the village tunawaona nyinyi mko kwa wamogopi.
I went to during that lockdown. I went to Shags twice, and I was just hiding. I didn't want anybody because somebody was almost lynched somewhere in Kisii.
Yeah. Yeah, people didn't want to see you. So by September, the state ilikuwa ishaanza kukua manageable, and I thought of we were supposed to go back to school September that year, I remember, last year. But I talked to my dad and nikaona yani haongelele hiyo story sana. So that day I asked him what
does your dad do?
He's just a businessman.
Okay.
Yeah,
why,
but
why adjust?
Eh?
Because the businessmen control the country.
He's a businessman. Okay, not
sio kubwa
not the likes of Jimmy Wanjigi. Yeah, but he's a businessman. But for his better part of life, he has been a photographer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you've lived with cameras inside your house.
Yeah, he has been a photographer since I was born. So I asked him, oh dad, what's happening? Naona my dad has always been supportive when it comes to school, anapenda shule sana, but at that point alikuwa like amenyamaza tu, ametulia, cause when corona came we operate some wholesale shops but they were not doing as good as they used to. So he told me right now hayuko vizuri kimfuko, I'll have to stay at home and probably I come back and defer. I stay at home for 1 year, then I'll go back to school. And I was like, well, this is not going to happen. Not me. I'm not going to stay here anymore. By then I had ulcers, by the way. I was very ill.
What?
Because of staying
Because
at
of
home.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like staying at home. I'm not saying that home ni kubaya, ni kuzuri kabisa, but I don't like
You're
staying.
not patient with the home environment.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm always pushed to do something. Me si feelingi comfortable when I'm just seated doing nothing. So I told him, it's okay, let me just go to Nairobi and look for something to do as I wait for the 1 year and then go back to school, because it never hit my mind that I can stay out of school. By the way, me, I'm the kind of girl who believed in that system. Umalize shule, uende college, umalize, upate kazi, ufanye kazi, ukufe.
Auolewi?
Yeah, uolewe. Weza kuolewa ni bahati.
Kuolewa ni bahati, okay.
Yeah, and by then it was not, okay, by then marriage was not in my mind by then. So I came to Nairobi, I started looking for a job. I was so small. I'm still small, but by then it was worse because I was sick. It was really hard to get a job because pia watu wa biashara wako wanapeana makazi. There was no job since Corona was there. It was really hard. I stayed with a friend for a while. Then by November, Trevor, that is my boyfriend, he told me, by then he was working in a media company. He told me he has an idea of coming up with a YouTube channel. And I was like, okay, YouTube channel, how will it benefit me? A YouTube channel, itanisaidia aje? Maybe I want somewhere I can get money. I'm suffering, I'm staying with a friend. He told me, we can just do it. Probably itakukeep busy, you stop thinking a lot as we wait for the job. Because it was really worse. We were waiting for a job, hakuna job unapata. So he came up with an idea. He told me, let's start the YouTube channel. We're going to name it Mungai Eve. I was like, okay, let's start and see what will happen. So the first video we did, it was the breakthrough video actually.
Which video is this?
It was this video we were doing in the street concerning, I remember this group called Mbogi Genje, they are Gengeton artists.
Yes.
They were really trending by then. So we decided to do a street interview asking people what they think about their music. Because people were saying the kind of songs they sing, they are promoting crime, vitu kama hizo. So we decided to do a street interview. So when we were doing that interview, a guy came. He's called Pingo. By the way, big shout out to him wherever he is. He came and asked me, oh, you're asking about Mbogi Genje? I can take you to their friends. They grew up together, and actually they have issues nowadays because they no longer come to see them and support them. That's when I went to Gota City. The person who is watching this video, if amekuwa kinifuatilia sana, anajua the roots where I started. So I went to those guys. They are called Kina Madocho. The guy who said, "Kama unajinawo," that one. That's the video that went viral, and that's where Mungai Eve began. So we did that video. And
how did it go viral? Was it organic or you shared it in some forums?
I didn't share. Imagine, when we were starting YouTube channel, I had 70,000 followers on Instagram. But Trevor told me...
Why did you have 70,000? What were you doing?
I was doing... I didn't say... Okay, I was doing... Do you know this? I don't know whether you know. Unajua mimi ni mdogo, mimi ni myang. Kuna hii
sema tu
gaining gain followers. Hii ya masoshi au pigwa picha.
Gain train.
Yeah, but I was not so much into gain train. I had known how to make the account active. By the way, we did that job ya kumanage accounts, the Instagram.
Okay.
So my Instagram had grown, but Trevor told me it's not good to get Instagram followers to subscribe to your YouTube channel because they can subscribe and they will never come back to watch your videos. So you'll end up having a lot of subscribers with 0 views. Okay, so I never shared the video. That was the answer to your question. So I never shared the video. It was just by God's grace, by the way. It went viral. We got over 1,000 subscribers in a day, and everyone was like, hey, hi Eve, I want you to come and do an interview. From there,
Who is that?
the rest has been in history.
Oh, the
the
media.
other interviews sasa
The
zenye
media.
nilienda kufanya.
Oh, the ones you wanted to.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
contents that
Yes.
have been doing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you did that. Which are the most impactful apart from the Mbogigenji? You actually made them later.
Okay, so I did that one Gota City. They came up very strong, wakakuwa ni group ya music.
Yes.
Yeah, later we came to meet with Mbogigenja, though I've never done an interview with them.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Why? And you know,
Hi.
you know them.
Hi, because
Maybe that's the content which will break your channel.
yeah.
Which will.
Why? Because in their group there's that one person mwenye alikuwa ananitusi nini unatuharibia jina.
Gani?
And I won't mention him, but it's
Oh,
in their group.
one of the musicians.
Yeah.
Alikuwa anakutukana kwa nini?
So, hiyo matusi hata ilienda viral sana. He felt like nawaharibia jina. I'm destroying their name so that I can come up with my group, that one Gota City.
How
so
are you destroying your name, but you're asking just people?
I don't know. So that's why I've never done the interview, because for him hakuangi sawa, but hata juzi tumepatana na wao. I usually say hi, but maybe in
Maybe
future
one day in future you'll do.
Yeah, so
maybe.
that's how Mungai Eve came up. And you're almost a year old now.
So
Actually.
you just started doing videos every day. So one video a day, or how many you can do unlimited?
I started doing like as many as possible, especially when I realized, hey, you can actually get money from YouTube. So
When did you realize that?
Okay, I realized almost in like the third video, but it was so unfortunate. You had to stay like 4 months before you withdraw the cash, because by then Corona ilikuwa, so getting that pin from US, it was really hard. Yeah, it was hard, but we were really patient. We continued pushing, and eventually
Who was funding your rendezvous when you have not gotten the nini?
Imagine nobody.
So why you surviving Trevor?
We were no, by then alikuwa amefutwa kazi. Venye tulianza YouTube channel ya Mungai Eve, alifutwa job.
Why? Because
the boss said that hiyo idea ingefanywa huko. Hakufaa kunipea hiyo idea tufanye. So kukakuwa na conflicts. The cash used to get it from the savings he had, and also from managing Instagram accounts.
Oh, nice. So which Instagram accounts were you guys managing?
From friends, so friends could refer us to their friends to manage. They get some followers.
They give you the username and the password, or you use a tool?
Yeah, username and password.
Oh, you don't go through a tool?
No.
Yeah, there are tools where you just add contributors, managers, advertisers.
No, they used to give us password. Some of them used to create them actually from the scratch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So the 4th month you got your pay?
Yeah, we got it this year, February.
Oh, there's one, yeah, because I can imagine that process.
Yeah,
and also you put the limit, maybe the minimum, the minimum for it to be sent to you.
Yeah.
How has it been then since?
It has been amazing, though there's always ups and downs in each and every job. The downs, sometimes it's hard. Like today, you see, I had an interview. I was supposed to interview someone.
But you have content
here. 3 hours. But anyway, 3 hours.
Yes.
When they come to
that's a struggle.
When they come to 3 hours, and then you show up.
That's why that's why you need not to depend on one guest.
Yeah. Sure.
You need to have backups.
Yeah.
So backups ensures that
kama singekuwa na wewe leo
ingekuwa
ingekuwa siku mbaya.
Hajatoka. But you know, sometimes also you just relax without an interview. Because wewe umeweka marathon, yani lazima uchape interview per day. Ni client on a demand, because I also see that one affects your views. Because you used to get every interview, you used to get like 200, 300, 200, 300. Then now it reduces to 50, 30, 40.
Yeah, you know why sometimes I have to do a lot of interviews? Because some of them, they are timeless. Unaona kitu kama leo ndo imehappen, it's news. You just have to do it today. If you don't do it today, tomorrow it won't have any.
Kama hii nini alikuwa kwa news kweli?
Nani?
Huyu mwenye alikuwa anafaa ku interview.
Hapana. That one
Oh,
was
just a story.
that one was
You
just
need
a
to get
story.
Sonko
We
instead
can
of
do
him.
it any time.
You need to get Sonko because he's been spilling a lot of beans. Yeah. Have you ever interviewed Sonko? No?
Sonko?
No, I don't
No.
think. No, okay.
I have never. I fear politics.
Oh, you fear politics.
You know,
so
you are used to it.
you know, when you're in this game, especially in the media platform, some of these things, the haters, just show them the middle finger, then move on. Hakuna kitu hautasikia. Alafu, if you finished your course in communication, part of it will tell you that every gain you make in the world is somebody else's loss. Hata uwekwe pasta leo, kuna mtu amepoteza. Hata uwekwe pop, kuna mtu amepoteza.
Sure.
So you just know how to deal with the people who are going to give you negative reaction because of what you've gained. Yeah, so I don't think that it's something you need to worry about. And if you're going to cry, then prepare a lot of napkins ya kulia. Because I hope umeambiwa mengi.
By now I'm really strong. It was never easy at the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
But
Especially with your age. Hey,
and being tiny in this Kenya, I
tiny?
think.
So what is the problem with being tiny?
I think in this Kenya they just want thick girls. They used to tell me, oh, how kulangi aki guys, and they eat. I was like, and they eat. You're not serious. So you receive a lot of hatred.
Yeah, because of that, yeah.
But it's good. Size. You grow a thick skin to a point that even if someone just tell you in front of you, you won't feel anything.
Yeah. So what kind of setup do you use? Hii lollipop, lapel yako, ya kusambaza.
You
don't fear corona with that?
I don't fear. Our God am to protect since day one.
Okay.
But nowadays I don't use it.
Why don't you just buy a lapel? Kila mtu akuwe na yake kama hii.
It's funny that I have them, but I don't use them.
Why?
I don't know.
Kazi ngumu.
Because they have a lot of work.
Yeah, so why not just, because you know, that's what I think, why you don't want to use them.
Yeah, they have a lot of work. But nowadays, actually, I don't use that small lapel, unless maybe mic ingine imetuangusha. But I feel like me coming up with that idea, imefanya watu wengi. If you check out the upcoming content creators, they're using it. You know why? Because they don't have resources. They don't have that cash to go and get the big mic. So I feel like it was a way of inspiring some souls. They have realized you can start with whatever you have.
It's very interesting. And the mic, the camera, which camera you rely on?
Nowadays I have a camera. You know, when I was starting, I had a phone.
So you're using the phone, you shoot?
And the mic. Imagine.
And the mic, so the lapel is your phone?
Yeah.
That was very interesting.
I know.
Umetoka mbali.
Yeah, and actually we grew with it from 0 subscribers to over 50,000 subscribers.
With the phone?
With that lapel, yeah. It hasn't been easy.
So, some of the interviews you've done, is very, sometimes you, me the first time I think I saw you, was doing those interviews. I think somebody just alerted to me that, hey, ushaona msichana anafanya ma-interview na hii microphone yake. I think we wanted to do this show.
Why is it funny?
No, it was funny because, for us who have been in this for some time, before I go for a show, I'll buy a microphone and a microphone. Or I'll use one microphone for everybody. Hii kubwa the boom, yeah? But wewe umekuja na idea ingine ya lollipop, kila mtu akule.
Si bora mnasikia.
Yeah, so it was very funny and I said, hey, this girl has a very unique thing. And it was annoying at some point. You watch it and you follow the microphone. Yeah, it was very funny. It was very interesting. But, so you grew into it. Na ikakuwa trademark yako. Maybe you need to call it the mic show.
Yeah, but the problem with the mic is when you are in a noisy place, now it becomes a problem.
The lapels?
Yeah,
why?
that one. It usually inaanzanga kucrack, inaongea ikiacha, inafanya
It's a noisy place.
Yeah, in a noisy place. Yeah, that's why we had to improve.
Yeah, so now that you've got a lot of money, why did you invest in the house and not invest in more equipment?
In more equipment? Because I have equipment. But in the beginning, we didn't know. Actually, unajua leo ndo umeanza kunifunza mambo ya equipment. Me personally, I don't know a lot about equipment.
But Trevor knows, he was in the media.
Yeah, but not really a lot like you. I've realized you know a lot. So, by the time tunaendelea, anaendelea kurealize, oh, kumbe this camera we bought, it's not as good as this one. Yeah. So you can always get them. You know, for equipment, they're not really expensive. Like,
you know, by the way, what people don't do is use the most freely available tool, which is your Google. Before you do anything, if you want to start a blog, say, how do I start a blog? Which are the best blogging platforms? How do I become a regular blogger? You know, things like, so if you want to do photography, Pia, Dr. Google always has an answer. We always extend this mpaka kwa medical. So imagine yako ni videography. So videography, you say, which are the best cameras for bloggers? And I'm very sure that the camera you're holding was not going to be anywhere near the ones you're because you know the problem with the DSLRs is at some point they hit, so they can't support you much on them. But they're still very good because most of them when you shoot HD and also you don't go long. Wewe unafanya 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So you don't go long. So nafikiri hautaumia sana. But tell me about your check because now I hear that you're getting 2 million a month.
2 million. Just 2 million.
Okay, 3 million. 3 million, or 5 million.
You can just you really love that point. Mbona mnaipenda hivyo?
No, but you know it's a very interesting. You know it's an interesting growth because you're not even 1 year. You're just 1 year old in the industry.
Yeah.
And now you're already getting that high monthly salary. How do you sustain it?
How I sustain it?
Because you know the problem, the mistake of depending on a platform you don't own, like Google.
It can go down. Yeah.
They can take it down.
Yeah.
Na sasa zile wame take down, hata kama balance yako pelikuwa 1 million pale hawajakulipa, hawatumangi.
Kweli.
Wana shut down na hiyo pesa yote. So the best thing is always to have a backup, which is to partner with the corporates.
Yeah.
So are you partnering with corporates?
Yeah. Right now you're working with various corporates.
Like?
And you want me to advertise them here?
It's me.
You don't have any problem.
Me.
Yeah, I have Mobile Hub. I have Nestrock developers for the lands and others which are coming. You know, the problem with our corporates in this Kenya, it's most of them, they don't want to appreciate your worth. You see, for you, they can come to you and they are willing to give you the amount that you feel you're comfortable with. But for a person like me, because I'm just a beginner.
Even me, they won't give me.
I just came the other day. They'll be like, hizi pesa zote, mbona unatitisha hizi pesa zote? They not look it in this way. You have huge numbers, you have great audience. They won't want to appreciate that. But for the people who have been there, they are willing to pay them. But I thank God, nowadays we're getting people who really know our worth and they appreciate the value that we can give them.
The challenge with the corporate industry in the Kenya is the agency, the agency politics. And the agency politics is very deep. It's a lot of corruption, a lot of kickbacks. So if they're going to pay you 1 million for a gig, the marketing bosses and the account managers expect some kickbacks to them. And they're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
And if they think you don't know that, they're not going to give you the job.
Yeah.
However many views or hits you have. Yeah? So that's the challenge. It is not even they're not willing to appreciate. They appreciate you, but anajua ile siri yetu kweli. Siri ya urembo. Yeah, so that is a very big plus to is a very big challenge to the new upcoming but now you have Facebook, you have YouTube. Do you use Facebook, no?
I'm not really active on Facebook.
Yeah, because I think you need to create also a different platform for. It's not about being active, but using the tools there.
Yeah.
So you create a different platform, different content for Facebook, because Facebook has something which you call the audience network. You load, it's like AdSense. So you load, you are on the creative studio. It has a very nice creative studio, just like YouTube. You load there, you put the video there, you monetize. So you can do many ways of monetizing through instant articles, in ads. Yeah, it's a lot, and you get almost, the video has to be 3 minutes longer, 3 minutes and long. Okay. They don't pay anything which is shorter than 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't do difference of Facebook, but also they pay. And I think that they pay more than Facebook, more than YouTube now.
Oh,
I think so.
that's why you're more on Facebook than YouTube.
I am more on Facebook because that's where I don't know what to say. I think Kenyans don't consume YouTube.
Why?
They don't match.
Yeah, not much.
Umeshaona, do you know the biggest media house in Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Have you researched on that?
No, I've never.
Who do you admire? Some of the content creators you admire in Africa.
In Africa,
Yeah.
there is Mila Dayo, but he's from Tanzania.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the people I admire most.
Why?
I love how he comes up with his own news. He doesn't have to depend on people. He doesn't have to. He can make his own news. You see, like me, I can go in town. I meet some chokoras or some street kids, sorry, and come up with a content.
Yeah.
Yani, I love the creativity in that.
Yes.
He doesn't have to look for big people in the industry to have interviews with them. He can come up with his own story and it will still do well. Yeah.
So Mila Dayo, have you checked on the viewership? How many viewership do you have?
Viewership,
Yeah. How many views do you have? Total views?
total
not-
views,
not-
55 million.
So 55 million, yeah.
Yeah.
You're very correct because I saw it today. But also now, Mila Dayo has more than 1 billion. In the whole of Africa, there's no single media organization from SABC yote hizi mpaka za Kiarabu za Egypt huko mpaka Morocco, hakuna. Even Nigerians, none has more than 1 billion views on YouTube. It's Mila Dayo peke yake.
Yeah, and he also has so many subscribers. Right?
Yes, yes. So you see, because Tanzanians and Waswahili by nature love such udaku.
Sana.
Yeah. So udaku.
There's so much online than us. Sisi hatukuangi watu wa mtandao.
Especially on the chat channels, you know, the chat, the engagement platforms. The Tanzanians, if you check on the Tanzanians audio channels, they're very much there. The Facebook, the YouTube, they're not so much on Facebook,
Yeah.
but they use YouTube a lot.
Sure.
So that's what I think is a major difference. So anyway, the interview is about you. What is in it for you from here? Where do you go to? What do you do?
From here?
You going to school?
No, I'm not yet back to school
Why?
because I want to go back after elections.
What did you get in KCSE?
C+.
Why don't you just go for a degree now that you can afford it?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Where?
I want to. Okay, I've not yet thought about the school, but I want to go back to school.
Okay, so you've not thought of the
institution.
college where you want to go to.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you want to go back to school.
After elections, yeah.
Why after elections?
Because I don't know what will happen in 2022.
Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
You see,
You see?
I don't want to take risks.
So if something bad happens,
I wait. I continue waiting. If if something bad happened in 2022, people won't be in school definitely.
and ni kama mtu anangoja kusoma anasema I think these exams they will postpone them. If I think the exams they will postpone them, so you're not back to school because of the wait.
Yeah,
Elections.
there's a little bit tension. We don't know what will happen.
There's no tension. Me, I don't feel the tension. Where is the tension?
You know a lot on politics. Me, I don't. So I have to be tensed.
Don't be tensed.
So who is going to be the president?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What is going to matter is that the country is going to be very
Will there be peace?
peaceful. Yeah.
How do
How do
you
people
know?
fight?
How do you know?
It's who against who. There's no, it's Wakikuyu wako both sides, Wakalenjin wako both sides, Wajaluo, ukienda uona Ruto. When there's tension, Ruto hawezi kanyaga Kisumu. When there's real tension.
But we are not yet in the year. Bado tuko 2021. We don't know what.
You know, hata saa hizi, you know, Kenyans always, when you're changing the president, for 2 years they do politics. So these 2 years, ungeshaona hiyo tension.
But these 2 years hakuja kuwa na politics because of corona.
Imekuwa na Ruto has been campaigning since 2018.
Kidogo kidogo.
Because uko UDA hii. So don't worry about politics. Go to school. Go to school like there's no tomorrow. Just go. In fact, if you want me to recommend for you a good media school,
Which one would you recommend?
USIU.
Yes, are you?
good equipment, good lecturers, good connections, right content. Yeah, go there. The BSc communication. You'll get the best.
Wow.
Eh?
I thought Kenya Mass is the best.
Wachana hiyo Kenya Mass utakuja kufanya corporate, utakuja kufanya postgraduate. But you need some, Kenya Mass ni GAFA, and institutions like colleges are supposed to link you to more opportunities. Sometimes the syllabus, there's not much difference. Ama even Kenya Mass unaweza kusema kwamba, but do they have degree? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. But you need a degree direct. Why do you go for diploma now and you have C+? Go for a degree direct.
Yeah.
But the unique thing about every university, which USIU and Strathmore, the private universities do better, they link you to more opportunities where you are still learning. So you'll get like wewe utakuwa first year na uko na job hapo ndani. Zile zako pia za nje unafanya. Because your job doesn't have to tie you down. Maybe you just be doing the interviews, you create an INI for the university.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll not even be paying for your degree. It's good opportunity. But utaenda Nairobi University, unasikia wamegoma, wanataka kufunga.
You study forever.
Yeah, you study forever. 5 years for a 3-4 years course. No need for that. Yeah, so I think you need to do it for so equipment. You're talking about equipment, not buying anymore. Not investing in, you're going to invest on more.
Yeah, as you get knowledge on them. You can't buy something that you don't know how to operate it.
Yeah.
You have to get the knowledge first.
Oh, so you but you need to learn yourself, because I don't think anybody is going to teach you how to operate cameras.
Sure.
No, these are skills you learn yourself. And when you're hungry for that knowledge, it's better than when you go do it because you are in college.
Yeah.
So studio.
Coming up with a studio. Why do you want me to say it here?
I don't know what to say. If you don't want to say it by the
it will still come in its own time. But for now, let's continue growing the community that you're growing on YouTube.
Yeah. How many now?
You're at 392,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You've gotten your silver?
Yeah, a long time ago.
So now you are at?
Now.
You're getting at gold?
Yeah, gold.
Gold is?
1 million.
Lakini
500 hakuna.
500 hakuna.
It's gold.
So after gold, do they come with a prize? Like with money?
No, it's just a reward.
A plate?
Yeah, appreciation.
There's no money?
How would they give you money yet they pay you monthly? I don't understand.
No, but they should award you for doing so well with yourself.
They can't, it's business.
Because that money also they cut a lot. Unajua is a fraction of what they actually pay.
Especially nowadays, especially as me, I have a huge audience from US. So the US is really taxing us heavily.
You're taxed from the US?
Yeah, I'm taxed from the US.
Because you have an audience from the US?
Yeah, they introduced that thing, I think like 3 months or 2 months ago.
Yeah, I saw something, it's called what? I saw something like, but I know that the Kenyan government also now take the tax.
Yeah.
They didn't register, because they tax now on Facebook.
But they don't tax on YouTube.
They should.
No.
Unless you registered your account as a US account.
Mine is a US account.
Yeah, so if you do Kenyan.
But that's double taxation.
No, if you do Kenyan, they'll stop the US. And you'll say that.
Oh, mine
is a Kenyan account, so they should not double tax you. Yeah,
okay.
so or YouTube will have a way of tracking the US visitors and the Kenyan visitors and
yeah,
split.
in US they're not taxing other audience that you have. They only tax the money that you're getting from their audience from US.
How do you track your viewership, your analytics?
How I track them? Like Haji?
How do you track? How do you know the demographics you
I
use?
check out the analytics on YouTube Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get a comprehensive analytics from there?
Yeah.
No, and Google Analytics, no?
Yeah, Google and even the AdSense, you're able to see each and every calculations how they are going.
No, now deep. This is now the best time to post.
Oh,
Now deep from each user.
you just check
The-
when your audience is very active. Like for me, my audience is usually
How do you check? From your eyes?
no in the analytics.
Okay.
Yeah, when you get to YouTube, you can go to Creator Studio. When you're inside your Creator Studio, you can see the analytics. You'll see when your audience is very active and when they're not active. But for me, I've tried much so that I can have my audience almost active every time. Because sometimes it's not, sometimes you can say, I'm going to post at 8 and then you have a lot of videos, you just have to drop them anytime. Yeah.
So what time are your audience active?
Very active from 8 p.m.
Why? When you're chawi?
to 9. I think that's the time most of the people are at home.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
8 to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because also daytime, like in kidogo.
Sana.
So kidogo daytime 8 mpaka saa 5. Kidogo then I know not definitely 9. 9 inakuwa too active. Yeah, so
What about Facebook? Facebook, they are always active.
no, it depends. You know, audience depend. It depends on your audience. Especially kila mtu akona audience yake.
Okay.
So audience yako, because they also age demographics. So which age group do you represent? Who is most active? What's your nini age?
Age bracket.
Yeah.
I have huge audience from age 15 to 55. Then a little bit kidogo hadi 65. From 55 to 65 sio wengi sana. Yeah.
Okay, it's very, 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 very interesting there. But because 55 wanna watch.
Yeah, they are watching.
Bogi Kenge.
No, nowadays the content is diverse. I can do anything. You know, in the beginning is when
This
I
is
was
your most popular
concentrated.
video.
My most popular video, the one I did in Kisii.
Which one
For
was that?
Manzi wa Kisii. I don't know whether you know it.
Manzi wa Kisii alifanya nini?
You just watch it. Why do you want me to tell you?
You tell me.
You're
Alifanya
supposed
nini?
to watch and
No, you
add that
tell
one
me, you tell
video.
me. Eh?
You're supposed to watch it and have that one video. You
One
know,
view.
Yeah, one view. It's in account sana. You know, I came up with there was Manzi wa Kibera. I don't know whether you know her.
I know Manzi wa Kibera. The
Yeah,
one before.
so
I know,
when I went to Kisii, there was that girl who was calling herself Manzi wa Kisii. So I just did an interview.
Oh, this.
That girl.
She's crazy, man. She's crazy. Oh, professional twerker.
Yeah, that one.
I should watch that. I've not watched that. Anyway, so I always just like tracking the Kenyan content and understanding what is happening in the Kenyan space and trying to make sense of it. So, are you thinking of Mila Dayo kind of media house?
Yeah, definitely. That's our ultimate goal.
To do a media house kama Mila Dayo.
An online one though.
Fully online.
Yeah.
But you need to assemble a team. You know, getting a team is hard in Kenya especially.
Really hard.
Yeah.
We've really tried, but it's really hard to
You
get
try
people.
to recruit.
Yeah, but it's hard to get people you are in the same track with them, people with the same goal. It's not easy in our country.
What's the problem? People are greedy. They want.
You know, when you introduce a person in a platform that has already grown, they think even if they come and do just a shoddy job, it will definitely get views. They don't know the struggle behind it. You have to come up with good content each and every day. You know, just because you have subscribers, it doesn't mean if you post anything, they'll get views.
Yeah.
You have to come up with good content. So for them, they relax. They think being in a very, very established platform, it's just relaxing. Hakuna kazi mingi. So it's hard. Then, you know, people are greedy out here.
Yeah, they want shortcuts.
Yeah.
They want to be paid to do interviews.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So I hope you achieve whatever you want to achieve with your channel, with your Lollipop channel.
I upgraded. Actually, I'm going to get what are you calling it? That big mic.
Yes, boom, what, nini.
Yeah.
So you get lapels.
But that's Lollipop. I really
Umetoka
treasure
mbali
it.
though.
I
Yeah,
treasure.
it. You need to. It should be your trademark, in fact. Yeah. So I'm very happy for you to see you succeed. Where's your gang? The last time I met you, you had a big 30 30 people.
The
Kibra.
the online media.
Yes.
You know, it's not that we are not a team. It's individual. Just
No,
that
but you
you're doing.
told me that you guys have a WhatsApp group where you alert each other. Oh, kuna news Kibra.
Yeah, today they were in they're in Miale with Jalas.
Oh, okay.
That's where they are.
Okay. So
Yeah.
everybody's who is after you? Now you're the biggest guy in that group. Who is after you? Who is bigger biggest?
BTG.
BTG.
Yeah, he's
Akona
following.
channel pia YouTube.
Yeah.
It's only YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's YouTube.
I will check him out. He's doing what kind of content? Interviews still.
Okay. He started doing interviews recently, but he's normally based on
BTG.
yeah, he's based on what are they called? Updates.
Updates, what do you mean?
I mean,
News.
huyu mtu amefanya hivi, then immediately I do a voiceover and probably a small video of what's
I've seen
happening.
BTG News.
Yeah, that one.
Very interesting. You guys need to subscribe to that.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of, yeah.
He
So
was
what is your trick for making it in YouTube?
he mentored me actually when I was starting.
I see he's doing a lot of very nice thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he holds the trick.
Yeah, what's the trick?
You know, every person has his or her own strength.
No, but
like
you know,
your strength is Facebook.
No, but
Sure.
you guys have in YouTube there's a standard template of what you need to do. What do you need to do when you upload every video?
What you need to do?
Yes, first you need to put tags.
Yeah. Not really. I don't do.
You see?
I don't
You're
place
missing.
tags.
So there's an amount you're missing.
No. It reached a point, they said that the tags, they no longer work. I don't know whether they
It
do.
no longer works, aje?
There's no need to tag someone. Hata ukimtag, yani hazi
Not
work.
tag like that. Add tags, like if you add keywords. You know, like if you interviewed Diamond, add Diamond to the tags.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a place there for tags. There's a box there for tags when you're on the studio. So you put the tags, you know, the keywords. If it's about Eric Omondi, you put Eric Omondi, but you also put wife material because maybe wife material is searched. So that the search engines can target the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it can self-market. Yeah, so that, and also
The title, you need to come up with a very catchy title. You know, Kenyans don't want to struggle watching your content. They want to know, what am I watching? So you have to come up with a catchy title so that it will enable them
But
to
yako
click
inakuanga
that
ndefu.
video. Not really. It depends with the video. Haizi kuwa ndefu. Title haizi kuwa above 100 words.
but still in ndefu. Okay. So
So you want me to write Eric Omondi that way?
Eric Omondi theatrics.
No.
Yeah, so I'm trying to check on your channel now. I am the real P. Miss P intervenes beef between Willy Paul and Eric Omondi. You see, exclusive. It's too long. I think ilimaliza in space yote ya title. Then you check on Eric Omondi and umeandika juu Eric Omondi ni kama amekulipa hata.
Mfano.
House tour is hii ni yako ya house tour. And again views, then you have inside Eric Omondi's.
I've done a lot of Eric Omondi.
Wewe umekuwa kama Mrs. Eric Omondi. I surprised my mother with a brand new phone. Hii ni wewe ama ni so you are also the news. You are not trained in the media school that you can't be the news when you're a news.
But that's a way of doing, you know, that's an advert, so you have to come up with a unique way of running it. You know, I can't come here and just start telling you this is iPhone, you have to buy it.
This was an advert.
Yeah, it's a paid partnership.
Okay. That's very interesting. So naona chenye unafanya hapo na lakini umekuwa Eric Omondi sana bwana.
See, he has been, hata wewe umemfanyia juzi, he has been trending for the better part of this month. Almost 3 weeks now. You know, you have to give people what they want. He has been really trending. Pia ulimuita hapa, so I saw him.
I saw, yeah, I called, you know, after very long, and he also had a very unique story, especially the death of his brother, which nobody was talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to check on your top 5 most popular stories. The meet man's one, Kisi, I am intersex. Whose story? This guy is called Bogwa.
He's not a guy. It's just that he's intersex.
No, but it was called somebody. What's his name? Her name. Okay. How do you call their name?
She's called, I think, Helen.
Oh, okay. Mombasa man who stuck with a woman. Untold story, the killing of the most beautiful thug in Dandora. Also, you do the nini pieces also.
Okay.
Yeah, kuna content zingine siwezi kasoma. I'm too old for that. It's very interesting though. It's very interesting. Asante sana. Asante sana, Eve Mungai.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the channel. I wish you the best. I hope that you will go learn more, and
Yeah.
you and Trevor do much more, because when you succeed, we all succeed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hosting me. It's really a pleasure.